Hello again. So, I'm doing these videos back to back because I don't want them to be this long, but I did not get to the sweet bell peppers. This video is just going to be me planting the sweet bell peppers and doing the same thing I did with the beefsteak tomatoes. This video is going to be scheduled release. I don't want to do back to back technically. It'll still be back to back because same clothes. But it should come out. What's today? The 31st? It'll be out on Friday. I'm going to try to do 2 videos a week. Either that's going to be 2 of these, 2 shorts, or one of these types of videos and the short. So we're just going to plant these, and then I have to start making lunch. Because my mans will be home soon from work, and I as a good girlfriend, and I make him lunch. Normally. So there's not a lot of these seeds. There's significantly less in here than there was in the beefsteak. And if you notice, these are... shit. Get my face. Nope, can't see it that way. Bell pepper seeds are much bigger than beefsteak tomato seeds. So, I probably don't need to do as many, so I'm going to do one at a time. And then I'll go back over with the remainder. And because something I learned doing these pucks, just saturate them. This puck tray took a lot. It didn't take as long. It was a lot faster than the first one. To completely inflate, because I just fill it with water and let it sit, and then I put more water in there. Some of these, the hole in the center for the seeds, the seed pocket, gets inflated with the rest, so you do have to recreate it. So that the seeds can go into the puck how they're meant to. I think this is going to be one of those crops that... oh, shit. No. When I plant them, I'll probably have to buy 2 packets at a time. I really don't like gambling with 1 seed per, because I feel like the success rate, it's just... when you're doing 1 per puck, there's a chance that you just won't have a plant in the puck. And I usually try to... I prefer filling out all my pucks. Or all my planting... whatever medium I'm using. If I'm not using a puck, it's just a soil cup. I like filling them out. Filling them out means I don't waste I don't waste a cup. But it looks like I'm not going to have enough to go back over every single one of them, which is fine. We'll just, which one was tiny? That one was... This is when I would be selective with the ones that I paired together. I have 2 seeds left. That's a small one. And that one can have a pot now. There we go. So the the bell peppers are done. I'm gonna repeat the process and actually do it right this time by putting this in here and taping it up properly. The cat thinks she's getting treats. You've had your treats, ma'am. Go eat your food or something. She's like, no, I want to bother Mom. I want Mom to give me food. Even though I've already given her food. So, I'm going to do this properly this time, like I said. Stick. So instead of taping it up before putting the stick on, I've got to put the stick down like so. I'm still going to use 2 pieces of tape. That way I know the stick is on. One piece for the stick, and then another piece for this. And don't forget to fold in your wings. Now, I do know some people like to completely wrap these in tape. I don't, because I like to be able to access the card if I need to. I forgot to mention, so these ones, it's 70 days until harvest. Generally for where I'm at, the planting season is May to June, so they'll take about 6 to 8 weeks. So it'll be May or June by the time I transplant these. They are container friendly. They need about a 12-inch container, 1 plant per container. And they can be started indoors. You can keep them indoors. If they're transplanted outside without a pot, they need 18 to 24 inches. So just over a feet to exactly 2 feet worth of space. If you're in the lower regions of the United States, April, June are good starters. And for really warm climates, March to May and July to August. So that's like your southern states, including Georgia, Florida, North Carolina, parts of North Carolina, a good portion of South Carolina, Alabama, absolutely Florida, a large part of Texas, Colorado, California. Basically the lower edge of the United States. You can it's blocked by the stick, but you can see like the orange-ish. It runs the edge. But I'm gonna put the date as I suggested earlier, so that you know when these planted, so you can track their growing time. So I'll know by the end of the month how well they're doing. And I should see some pop-ups within 10 days to max 2 weeks. I usually give them 2 weeks before I do a update. So 3, 31, 26. And then I'm going to poke a hole. And yes, I just dumped soil in my sink. I have a strainer. The strainer helps. That's the problem. Don't use knives at kids' home without adult supervision. And be careful cutting things. I am a little bit more reckless when I cut things. Don't be like me. Be normal. There you go. I'm not a normal person half the time. I like to think so. Not being normal is fun and different. Be your weird little selves. Go outside, get dirty, and garden. Okay, and now we're gonna try to stick this thing in here like we did earlier. Much easier than earlier, I will say. And then these are just they're gonna go outside, and I'm gonna make a makeshift table. I might do a video on that. I have some spare wood in the back from when we made a shelf for our bathroom. We cut some pieces, and I might just make a table for them for outside. But yeah, this is Sweet Bell Peppers. Y'all have a good one. Like and subscribe, please.